I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce. Seeger ever again.
What? All right, I'm going to go search on Twitter. What do you do?
Nothing.
It might not even be on Twitter because people don't respect defense. People aren't even watching it.
You can't even fucking take it.
Are you kidding me? And Toast is trying to defend him. Like, oh, he made a good play. Two of the runs scored were directly Corey Seager's fault. Little league shit. Trying to sidearm fucking routine play. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a nice night. Went 3-5 in my bets tonight. You know what's frustrating is tonight could have been excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, I should have won the Rangers, but we definitely could have won that. It was a 6-6 game. The Cubs scored a bunch of their runs on errors, and despite the errors, it was a 6-6 game. The Rangers had a runner on third in the 8th inning with a plus 140. You'll take that 100 times out of 100. That one, and not to mention at that point, the Cubs had already used Hodge and Merriweather, so we were in better bullpen shape. I thought we were in good shape there with the Rangers. Ended up losing the game. Whatever, it just didn't fall our way. The two where I got absolutely shafted, dude. The Twins.
Fuck Minnesota.
Oh, how do the Twins lose that baseball game? For those of you that didn't watch, the Royals didn't have a single earned run. They had 3 hits the entire game. Both of their runs were scored on errors. The Twins had a runner on third with nobody out. They could have scored in the 8th and 9th innings. Didn't. Then in the 9th inning, they lost in the bottom of the 9th on an error. They scored. Well, actually, the runner got to third on an error. So the Twins, and then
bad error.
Routine ground ball, dude botched the throw. Team. And then in the freaking Rays Angels game, how do they not score that run?
How did they not score that run? How did the Angels not score a run when they had a runner on third with no outs in 3 straight innings? How does Christopher Morel think hits that ball out of the ballpark, pimps it, and then doesn't? I mean, today's one of those days that I can when people say they hate baseball, I get it, because I got absolutely throttled today. I only ended up losing like 4 units, which is after what I thought I was going to lose. That feels like a fucking win. But again, today sucked. Today was one of those days that man, Yankees didn't score a run. White Sox didn't score a run for me. The only thing that I was happy about is that everybody called me an idiot about Toronto, and that one was free as hell. So
I don't even. I went 3-5 in my bets today. I'm looking how many picks where I was like, okay, this was wrong. It's just the Pirates' first 5.
Yeah, Pirates' first 5 for me. Washington for me was dead wrong.
You mean Dodgers?
Dodgers. Colorado was obviously dead wrong. But yeah, I mean, those 3 that you talked about, I mean, a 140 dog, a plus 110.
Oh my God.
And an over 8. I mean, if 2 of those hits, my day is drastically changed.
2 of them should have hit. They could have all 3 hit. But yeah,
again, hard to be mad about it. It still stings, but I don't feel like I was that far off. So it is what it is.
I made a few NBA dollars to help out. Anyway, let's talk about.
I'm going to shape up to only be down a unit after I was like 2-0. Then today was looking like a 2-10 day, and then shut out the Reds and go Dolo for going 6 and shutout innings. So the A's hang on. It'll be salvaged.
The A's are in pretty good shape. All right, let's talk about Wednesday. We're starting off with a game, super early start time here, 12:35 p.m. Fetty pitching on the road at Pittsburgh. Man, Skeens really let me down. The Pirates even scraped one across in the 4th inning. So if Skeens just did his job, which is a home start against the Cardinals, you give me 5 scoreless, Skeens. You're supposed to give me 5 scoreless there. We would have got it, but no. Skeens decided to absolutely shit the bed.
Hey, you back Skeen's first 5 all year, you're going to come out on top. There will be some rough ones. You'll come out on top. You're damn right we will. We're 2-1. on the run line.
TWD's having a meltdown. Bro, all I did was point out the odds. He goes, Pirates 1 plus 1.5 is free. And I said, it's minus 185. And he had a meltdown because I said that.
They guess you didn't cover the plus 1.5.
No, I think he's talking about tomorrow.
I think he's talking about this one.
Gosh.
Don't tell him the odds of his bet. He gets triggered. Do you trust Mitch Keller here, Trevor?
No, I don't trust Mitch Keller. Not a fan of Mitch Keller. And I'm less of a fan of Eric Fetty. If I had to pick a side, it would be Pittsburgh, but I like the over in this one. 2 shit balls on the mound. I think Pittsburgh's going to bounce back after today's rough showing. And St. Louis is an over team. Like, their bullpen sucks. Pittsburgh's bullpen sucks. St. Louis offense isn't bad. They can put up runs, but they can give up just as much. So I like the over in this one. Do not want to touch a side.
Yeah. Over with the
These are 2 shit balls and then a bunch of shit turds coming out of the bullpen.
I don't know. Keller can pitch at home.
You said that last game, and he got fucked up by the Yankees. I know it's different. It's the Cardinals over the Yankees, but still.
Toast, what are you doing in this one?
I don't know. I feel like Mitch Keller should pitch well a second start at
I think
home
he's going to also.
After pitching well. He does kind of struggle a little bit with lefty bats. So, I mean, there's like 4 lefty bats in that lineup, especially with Donovan and Newbar kind of worry you. And Burleson has a little bit of power, but I just don't know what to get from Fetty Wap. I guess that's just kind of where my head's at. Again, he's one of those situations where I don't think he's going to continue to be like that guy that he was last year, but at the same time, like around that 3 ERA mark or what have you. But at the same time, we've seen one good start from him and one bad start. The one bad start was on the road. That was in Boston. Sometimes that just does things to people. But the Pirates did see him last year. I would go Pirates first 5 if I had to. I haven't really paid attention to the Pirates bullpen situation after today and whatnot, but it's neither one of these bullpens I really want to be in a spot where I feel like I have to rely on them to get multiple outs. So, yeah, you can put Pirates first 5 up for me. There's actually probably a decent chance I bet this.
What's the price at? I put minus 110 up as a placeholder.
Sorry, I should have pulled that up. It's probably just about that, if not close. Yeah, minus 105, minus 110. So yeah, might as well just leave it. Yeah,
I don't
you're good.
Like that either.
Yeah,
I'd probably go. I kind of am on. I think I would lean the other way for Trevor and lean towards the under. Can I get a weather report?
Yes, you can. Asking you shall receive. 44 degrees, wind blowing out to left field between 3.5, 4.5 miles an hour tomorrow. 3.5 to 4.5.
That ain't shit, dude. Give me the under.
Okay, totally clear. Totally clear. We got 0% chance of precipitation, partly cloudy towards probably the back 7, 8, 9 innings.
Let's move on to the next. This game sucks. Probably not even to watch it.
Thank God there's more day games to bet on instead of this one.
Yeah, I will just be finishing the live show at that time.
Just for the record, for the Geek Squad out there, very high biometric pressure tomorrow, so not good for carry. Just for the record.
Marlins plus 185, Mets minus 225, over 7, under 7. Well, Marlins put up some runs. Toast got his team total over the 2.5, but was not a problem for Grimace. Don't look now, but Meatball McGill might be a player in the NL this year. He looks excellent, and I'm not even saying that tongue-in-cheek or to be funny. He is pitching great. And by the way, it's not – we've made fun of Meatball McGill in years past, deservingly so. It's not completely crazy for him to have stretches of pitching really well. We've seen it before. In fact, usually his pattern is he gets sent down to AAA and then comes back up, and he'll give you like 3 good starts before he starts getting rocked again. But to start the season off 2-0 with an 0.87 ERA he's thrown right into the rotation. It's not like he was a spot start mid-season. Opening day, he's in the Mets rotation, and he is delivering. So shout out to Meatball McGill, and I don't see any reason to doubt him here. It would just be Mets minus 1.5 or pass for me. And by the way, Pete Alonso crushing the baseball.
Yeah, that double he had was incredible.
I mean, he's got like a 1,200 OPS on the season, Trevor.
I was making a joke about the one double where nobody could find the ball, and then
yeah, I actually forgot about that. No, but he's got monstrous numbers this year. See what happens when you put Soto in front of you in the lineup? Start to get pitches to hit.
Look at Aaron Judge now. Bum.
Trev, any reason to take a stab with the fish here?
No, I mean I kind of like Max Meyer. He's been really good this year. But when New York played in Miami, they didn't see either of these pitchers, so a little bit of unfamiliarity potentially for this year. But I don't know. I don't want to lay 225 with the Mets. They've had 2 offensive games. It was I guess both against the Fish, where they put up 10 and then they put up another 10 today. But other than that, they kind of looked a little meh offensively. But I'm not laying minus 225. It would be run line. Max Meyer though, strikeouts. Kind of intriguing. I don't know what the number is. It wasn't up when I looked on DraftKings, but he's had 8 and 7 strikeouts in both of the games so far this year. Maybe McGill strikeouts too. Miami 3rd highest K rate versus righties. It would be Mets -1.5 or nothing for me in this game. I really don't like a whole lot of this one. Maybe Marlins first 5 if you want to back them one way or another, just with Max Meyer, but that doesn't seem too appealing.
Toast, do you agree? I know Toast kind of likes Meyer.
Hell yeah.
I do kind of like this kid, and I will be betting Miami money line tomorrow. Couple things. That Grimace offense you guys are talking about, not you guys, but just in general. They had a really good output today. They scored 10 runs. Good job. Awesome. Grimace. Before that, 2 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs, 6 runs, 2 runs, 10 runs, 1, 3, and 1. This team's not scoring runs, guys. So they're winning games. They're playing good, but they're not scoring runs. And I just think that this price is a little bit insane with the Miami team that's kind of been playing pretty damn good, playing 500 baseball, and they've been putting up some runs. They've had a couple of zeros, but besides that, they're essentially scoring 4 runs a game. And a total here sitting at 7. At 7, being this low total, I wouldn't mind a +1.5 if you really don't want to risk it with Miami. But I mean, it's not like the Mets bullpen is like super rested and ready to go. I mean, after today, I mean, they did use a couple guys. I know that they used Minter. I'm pretty sure they used Garrett. Let me double check that.
They did 12 pitches.
Minter, Garrett, and Young. So you're still going to have Stanek and Diaz. But I just feel like that Mets bullpen is a little bit worked a little bit. It's a getaway day. It's the Fish. Also, the Fish, the last between this year and last year, these teams have essentially split the games. The Mets last year it was 7-6 Mets. This year it's 3-1 Mets. I just feel like these teams are a little bit more equal than we give them credit for, especially playing in the division. So getting Miami at a big plus price on a getaway day, which I think is a decent matchup for them, I'll take it. Put that money line up there for me. Don't put that 1.5.
The Marlins road getaway day, that was the spot to bet them. And one thing he said was ridiculous. These two teams are closer to even, but I will say
when they're playing together in the division, yes, that's all I meant.
The Marlins do beat the Mets. It's not like a dominant rivalry, like you said, 7-6 last year. This is not like a one-sided. Obviously, they're in the same division. The Marlins do beat the Mets. It's not like they're not sweeping the Marlins like that. That's just not how that series goes. So, road getaway day, maybe it's the day. Honestly, I actually forgot about that.
Right as he said, I was like, wait a minute, isn't this the spot?
Dude, so many of those big plus money dogs with the Marlins.
All right, fuck it, Toast. Let's ride. I'll put it.
I kind of want to.
No.
No, hey, fine, fair.
No, I kind of want to too.
I come along for the ride. It's fun.
Hey, Bovada just took off the Marlins money line. It's not even there now. Just the Mets.
Oh, that's not good.
That's a sign.
Yankees on the road in Detroit. What is? Why?
Cheap, bro. It's cheap, real cheap.
For what? You think the Yankees?
Fuck no.
Dude.
I mean,
I didn't bet it yet. I mean, I haven't bet it, but Max Fried's pretty freaking good, guys. I mean,
bro, do we trust the Yankees bats right now?
I'm just I haven't bet it or anything of that nature, but all I'm saying is that Max Fried is pretty good, and Max Fried's just very good. So that's why I was looking at towards the Yankees. They've lost the last couple of days in a row. I get that. But again, Max Fried's very, very good. And again, I don't know about Jack Flaherty, but I know that he struggles against righty bats, and he's going to see a whole bunch of righty bats tomorrow. So especially if Bellinger's not going to be in the lineup. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. I don't see. I mean, Detroit versus lefties is not really a spot that I want to be in either. So, I didn't bet this. I didn't bet it, but you can put the Yankees up for me. I doubt I actually end up betting it, but I think that Jack might get rocked up tomorrow, to be honest with you guys.
Rod Father's in the comments. He says the Tigers have won 9 consecutive day games against AL East opponents. 9 day game wins in a row against the AL East. Not gonna lie, I kind of like what Toast was saying. I feel like a lot of people are gonna shift over to the Detroit side. That plus 120, I definitely could see the Yanks sparking them.
And just to add to that, the step up in class, because they've had Jonathan Cannon, Dean Martin, Martin Perez, Carlos Rondon, Cookie Carrasco today. I mean, and now they're going to be seeing one of the best left-handed pitchers in Major League Baseball. So that's why I'm looking towards the Yankees. I think the step up in class and the fact that it's a lefty really kills it for me for Detroit. So it'd be Yankees or Pats.
What about? Hold on, I'm pulling it up now, and I'm not run shopping. I'm not line shopping or anything, but Yankees team total over 3.5 is kind of what I'm looking at. What do you think of that, Toast?
Yeah.
That's not bad, right?
Yeah, that's
They've had a couple bad offensive games in a row. Flaherty struggles against righty. Yeah, that's a bet, dude. We should bet that.
Do you want a weather report with that?
No.
Go ahead.
I mean, I looked at it, but I'm not worried about
it. Go ahead.
Wind blowing in. Wind blowing in from right field, 9 to 10 miles an hour, mostly cloudy, 43 degrees, feels like 33. Just saying.
What's your fucking point, Trevor?
It's been like that the last few days, and the Tigers have scored easily. So if the Yankees are going to score, they should be able to score. It's just a matter of if they can do it.
It was Scooble, dude.
I know. Well, no, I know. I'm just saying, like, if they're going to score, I don't think it's going to matter if Detroit can score in this weather. I think the Yankees can too. I will say though, if Bellinger gets into the lineup, that's another lefty bat in there, and I don't know if his wing food poisoning is better yet, but we'll see.
Trevor's letting the weather scare him off a good bet here.
No.
He's a weather whore.
I am a hoe for some good weather, some good wind. But no, Detroit here, plus 120. Jack Flaherty, plus 120. Yankees at an affordable price with Max Fried, probably free because they looked really damn good in Detroit. They look like they do not want to be here. They all got their ski masks on, their heaters going, bunch of pansies. They want to get out of town. This is a getaway day. Detroit, and then you got to wonder about the lineup, obviously for both teams. But Detroit's looked good up and down the lineup. Flaherty's looked really good. He's got great numbers versus Yankees team. Damn it, I just had it. 55 plate appearances, 24 strikeouts. He does have 3 doubles and 4 dingers given up, but a sub 7% walk rate, a crazy high strikeout rate. Yankees aren't doing absolutely anything.
Bro, literally 3 days ago, they were the hottest lineup in baseball. 72 hours ago. Now all of a sudden
they went to cold ass Detroit and they had to face this.
Bro, they were lighting shit up in cold ass Pittsburgh too. We just talked about how they sparked Mitch Keller in Pittsburgh.
Not to mention,
it's like 4 days ago.
Sucks.
I will say, not to mention, they were like one of the most public bets on the board is a plus 140 dog. No one's going to want to be coming to the window to lay minus 140 with them tomorrow.
This is a bet, Trevor. You're not seeing it clearly. This is a bet.
I am seeing it clearly. You're giving me Detroit plus money at home to sweep the Yankees. Not to mention Rod.
Where's the best price I can get from Yankees team total over? Can someone give me that information?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Did you look on DraftKings? Yeah?
I'll bet this right now. Right in Trevor's face.
Trevor's also a Yankees hater. There's that too.
I'm not.
Caesars or DK, Kyle.
Caesars. I'll hit it right now.
Or ESPN. All 125.
Yankees team total over. I'm getting in on this gift horse. It's a gift horse.
The gift horse is probably the first 5 under, to be honest. Flaherty and Fried. But at the end of the day, it's the damn Tigers. Their bullpen's good. They used one arm today. You got Yankees. They used, 3 or 4? Who did they use? I just had it up.
They didn't use Williams,
Yarbrough.
Weaver, or Leiter. That's all I
Yeah.
know. That's all I care about.
I don't think Leiter's as good as people think. Dude's been giving up some runs.
I'm in. Bet it. Gift
When's
horse.
the last time Mark Leiter gave up a run?
You
Trevor?
never punch a
Do you
gift
remember the
horse.
Diamondbacks game? Do you remember the Diamondbacks game? Eugenio.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. I just bet that. Gift horse engaged.
Tigers up.
The force disengaged. Yo, that's the stupidest thing.
I like it now. Rangers, Cubs. Damn. Rangers almost came through for us.
This is like tonight was the definition of congratulations world. You got your Corbin day. Because it really wasn't. People were cussing out Patrick Corbin, and he wasn't even the one pitching when all the runs got given up. They're like, oh, this fucking guy. And then it was like, oh, it's not even him. And I was like, oh, well, who was it? I'm like, yo, I'm not going to answer that fucking question if you don't even know who was pitching in the first place. Get out.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to say, like betting Corbin's been profitable. I know, it wasn't like my opinion. I was reading the numbers. Rangers on the road in Wrigley for another one of these. The Rangers bats didn't look all that bad. I mean, here's the problem: the kid who clearly has the most live bat in the Rangers lineup right now. What's his name? Toast the kid. Langford. He left the game with back soreness.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the first things I was gonna say.
So,
Cubs -1.5.
dude, I'm telling you, I watched that entire game, and he's the best player on that team. Corey Seager is a defensive liability. That's not funny. I wasn't making a joke.
I thought it was funny. So either way,
if you saw the play, you wouldn't be laughing.
I did see the play, dude.
You got to see a replay of it because you're acting like it wasn't a big deal. Dude practically cost us the game by playing lackluster defense at shortstop.
Yo,
Cubs probably win this, right?
I probably, especially if you're not going to have, in all seriousness, if you're not going to have him in the lineup, I don't really know what to expect out of Tyler Mahle either. This is going to be his first start on the road in the cold in Wrigley. He looked really good against Tampa Bay.
Wait. They're giving us a total of 8.5 in windy ass, cold ass Wrigley.
Yeah, because it's going to be 8-0 Cubs.
That's still under 8. That's still under 8.5.
I never said I was betting it over.
Oh,
my bad.
Actually, the wind is like blowing like this now.
So wait, Trev. Trev said that pretty definitively. Let's pass him the rock. You're on the Cubs.
Yeah, Shota. I got -147 against this dog shit fucking Rangers offense with Tyler Mahle going.
He scored 6 runs tonight, dude.
I know.
Oh, congratulations! I want to see him do it again. It's just like the Mets who scored 10.
Without Langford, probably 3. Not.
Yeah, and then on top of that, Langford's hurt. This Cubs offense is absolutely freaking rolling. They've scored 17 runs the last 2 games on this Rangers team. Rangers have scored, 6? Something like that, whatever they scored today. No faith in them. I like Shota at home. I will fade Mahle on his first road start, like Toe said. And not to mention this Cubs offense is way, way better. Texas is quite literally the worst in the majors against righties. That they're worse than Colorado, they're worse than the White Sox, and the worst.
Shota's a lefty.
Shit, I forgot. I totally forgot Shota's a freak. Hold on, I got you.
Though, because here, I'll help
You're
your
still
point.
dog shit.
I'll help your point. The best hitter versus left-handed pitching. Do you want to guess what his name is on the late Rangers?
Adolis Garcia.
Wyatt Langford.
And he is not good. He hasn't officially been
play.
ruled out, but he left the game. I doubt he plays.
Again, not something you want to mess with. The next best player against left-handed pitching, Kevin Pillar. Again,
Angels legend.
Yep, and before that, Kyle Higashioka. So again, nothing really great there as far as left-handed pitching for Texas either.
Unless you think, or maybe a Rangers team total under. What can we get this at?
I don't know.
Because how are the Rangers scoring off Imanaga? I mean, with no Langford. What's the Rangers' first 5 team total under? Get me that, somebody.
I don't even know if they're up yet because it's Wrigley. I see no team totals. I only have money lines up for Wrigley.
First 5, Rangers minus 1.5 or under 1.5 plus 105.
Yeah, that's the play, dude.
You can get Cubs first 5 minus 115.
Shota's given up 1, 2, 3 runs in his last 17. Let's see, no, so that's 14, 18, 25, 32 innings in Wrigley. He's given up 3 runs.
Yeah,
going back to last year.
I just played Cubs first 5 minus 115 on the run line, and then Cubs money line too.
I feel like I'm just like waiting. It's like the Cubs lineup is a time bomb. We know how bad this Cubs lineup can be, and I feel like there's no way they're going to be like an 1100 OPS lineup.
No,
I mean this is the Cubs
playing at home all over.
Yeah, I mean the last 3 years with a lot of the same pieces. Granted, I realized they added Kyle Tucker, but we're talking about there's been stretches where the Cubs were the worst lineup in baseball, and this isn't just like last year, like multiple years now. So I'm waiting for this Cubs lineup to come back down to earth, and I'm not trying to just pay and be a part of that. So I think right here, I think Shota is able to get us through 5, and the Rangers have under 2 runs. Toast?
Yeah, it would be Chicago minus 1.5 or Chicago first 5 run line, however you want to play it, or Chicago money line if you want to play it that way too. I guess I like we just talked about. There's just, for me, I just can't get to Texas. If you want to, they're actually a little bit better versus left-handed pitching. But again, if you take away Wyatt Langford, that's their best bat versus left-handed pitching. So it's just really hard to find avenues that Texas is going to score. And like Kyle talked about, and we talked about, this Cubs team at home has just been a completely different animal. So I think they've scored 7 runs or more in every game except for the first game against the Padres. So it's just been an absolute juggernaut. So for me, I don't even know if Mahle lasts the 5 innings that he did. I think that being on the road in the cold might be a really bad thing for him. So yeah, it's only Cubs for me.
Let's move on to San Diego against the Athletics.
That was the freest bet on the board for us today.
Yeah,
the over hit the first inning.
I didn't even realize the game had started, and my bet had cashed already.
It's like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, and that was thanks to you guys. You guys I was not going to bet that. You guys talked me into it last night on the show, and I needed it. That was my only MLB win. I got a couple NBA wins, which softened the blow, but my MLB night wasn't good. I got this win though. How many lefties are projected to be in the Athletics lineup, Toast? You know, I got to ask. Vasquez is on the mound. I need to know how many lefties are on the other side.
I was laughing because I knew it was coming and I was sitting there waiting for it. The answer is 3.
It's not enough lefties.
Not really enough.
You guys like Beto, though. Both of you guys like Beto.
I do like Beto. My issue is that I actually kind of like Randy tomorrow is that he's played in the PCL, so he kind of is okay with this environment. And this environment, I'm not making an excuse for Dylan Cease, but this environment can eat people up. So as we saw with Dylan Cease tonight. So I would lean Padres here to bounce back. They're going to have a full rested bullpen. Part of the reason, not that it mattered that we liked the Oakland team total so much, is that the Padres weren't going to have anybody left in the bullpen tonight. Obviously, they're not going to have to use those guys, or most likely not to. I guarantee they're not going to use them. So it would be Padres for me. Don't know if I actually end up betting it, but actually to get them under minus 120, I think is different. But again, I don't know if I actually bet it just because the Oakland lineup is starting to wake up. And after tonight, I don't know if I really want to step in front of that with Randy Vasquez, if I'm being dead honest.
This guy said in all capital letters, "Me and Toast suck today. We were literally on most of the same plays. We are fates." It's a man taking his loss.
Fair. 100%.
Fair. Mm-hmm. I kind of think, all right, so we were talking, what's been the theme every time we talk about this series or this ballpark? Over, right? Over. Well, now we have Vasquez in a matchup that should be pretty favorable for him, only 3 lefties. Beto's been pretty good. The market's now up to 9.5. I think the market's caught on to this. We're pulling 24% over More people have selected the over than the Athletics. I think it's time to sell on that market and take an under.
I wanted to play first 500 so freaking bad, dude. It's so funny that you said that. I wanted to so bad.
I want to sell high on the Sacramento ballpark overs.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this. It's probably not now that I see how it's priced, but I wouldn't even be surprised if it went to freaking 10. I mean, because even not tonight, but last night or the previous night, it was 8.5 plus 100. Like the books, it's like the books feel like
the market caught up to it.
Yeah, they feel, and it still ended up going over, and tonight obviously went over as well. But sooner or later, it's going to be a dogfight. Maybe it could be here on this getaway day for them. Kyle, you know what?
I think the under's the play.
Yeah, I think under 9.5. I think it might be 9 tomorrow, to be dead honest with you, because all the 9.5s are shaded minus 115. The minus 112 is the best price on DK. I think we hit it now.
Trevor likes the over.
Scary as that is.
Well, I'm not going to bet the over, but you kind of got to. Like if I was to bet something, you got to just keep betting it. Like whatever. Like it is what it is. But I actually like the A's here. I know both of these pitchers have, some of the worst xFIPs on the board tomorrow. But Vito went to Colorado. He gave up 1 earned and 2 runs. And I guess you could argue that this Sacramento stadium is basically the same thing as Coors Field, the way it's been playing. But no Jackson Merrill for the A's or Padres. Getaway day. They have a day off finally. I think they kind of just pack it in. Vasquez shows up tomorrow. Give me the A's on the money line. Not to mention, like Toast said, this A's offense has been freaking awesome. Starting to get going here. And Soderstrom, though, he did get his ankle or heel or whatever stepped on today. So who knows?
I was just about to say that their home run hitters. I'm betting this under right now.
Let's do it. Let's take it. In that fish tank of a ballpark.
Yep.
What's the cheapest you can get? You can get a
DraftKings. Should be DraftKings 112.
I'm doing it.
You can get minus 110 on Bovada if you are an offshore enthusiast.
That book is not real.
Hey,
in my head, that book is not
counts.
real.
The money.
No, I know. Obviously, it's real. I can't use.
I don't play around with that Bovada shit.
Hey, well, come live in Wisconsin and then.
No, I get it. Trust me. I live in Alaska. I'm very lucky that I have somebody to be able to do what I do.
Yeah, New Jersey, you get spoiled.
Dude, that's when I went to New Jersey the first time. As soon as my plane got to we're about to land, I turned on my reception and started downloading the sportsbook. I had my sportsbook downloaded and money in my accounts before I got in the Uber. I was so proud of myself.
Yeah, you need more time because there's 29 you could download. Orioles on the road in Arizona. The cream machine, man, making a road start, 6.52 ERA. I don't really understand. Are the Diamondbacks just done? Because I was shocked by the price today. I'm pissed I didn't bet it. It was minus 119 when we talked about it last night around this time. It got bet down to like a pick'em. So no one. It seems like the market is just done with these Arizona bats. They don't think the Snakes bats are the same right now. And here's the thing: they were kind of right. Arizona won. I would have won the bet. They only had 5 hits tonight. So I don't really. It seems like the market is selling their stock on the Diamondbacks bats right now. I at home against Creamer. Shouldn't they score 6-7 runs in this game?
I do think so. Yes.
It's clear that the market is not as big on Arizona's bats right now as they were a week ago. Minus 125.
I would agree with that. Taking out Marte is pretty decent, but you have Mr. What did you call him? Cream show, whatever it was.
Cream machine.
Cream machine.
I don't know if that's his name.
The creamery.
Whatever it is, we know about Dean Kramer is that he really, really struggles with lefty bats, and you're going to see Carroll lefty, Perdomo lefty, Naylor lefty, Smith lefty, your first 4 hitters in this lineup, and then you have Gurriel and Eugenio Suarez, who have both been really good for Arizona this year. There are righties, and then Alex Thomas, another lefty with power at the bottom of that lineup. So I definitely
hold
think
on. Puck went, Martinez went.
I was going to say just worry about the bats.
So
They all
Arizona
should be.
first team total.
Yeah, that's where my head was at, because I also am not in a spot where I really like this Baltimore bullpen. I've kind of stood on that, die on that hill for the last couple of years now. Cano's just hasn't really been the same. I know that he's looked really good as far as the strikeouts this year, but again, I don't really know. And when you have guys like Sir Anthony Dominguez and Soto in that bullpen, things can happen at any moment. You just never really know, especially in Arizona. Also, tomorrow I just looked, the roof is going to be closed, so it's even a better run scoring environment than the last couple of days.
You're going to take an expensive 4.5 here, just so you know.
How expensive?
I mean, the total's at 9. They're favorites. It's not going to be cheap for this team total.
Oh, it's just 110.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, yeah, Arizona team total over 4.5 for me. I think that we can try to capitalize on Kramer versus a bunch of or a lot of lefty bats in that lineup. Not to mention that he faced this Arizona team last year and got absolutely slaughtered. He struck out 10 guys, but he gave up 6 runs in that time. So wasn't great. But anyway, yeah, Arizona team total over for me.
I guess he could put up the same thing.
I don't know what to think about Fott. That's another thing. The kid got paid, looked not good on the road in Washington. He didn't really look particularly good against the Cubs either in his first start at home. So again, maybe an over if you really wanted to get frisky, like a first 5 over 4.5 and just pay the Jew. Never mind, there's 5s now. So yeah, I just don't trust Brandon Fott right now. I got to see it first after he got paid.
I don't think I'm going to bet this. Trev, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with your team total, but why limit yourself to just Arizona?
I kind of like Fott, dude.
Yeah, but he really turned on like later in the year in playoffs. He's not been great this year so far. Orioles versus lefties have been decent this year, and I think after today when they scored 4 runs the first inning or 2 and sold, I think a lot of people aren't going to be running to bet another over 9. I think so. Not to mention, like you said, Arizona used their better arms tonight. It's going to be Brandon Fott, who has given up 3 and 4 in both of his outings, and then you got the Creamery going on the other side to just get nuked. So I like the over 9.
Yeah, I'm actually with you even more now. He really struggles versus lefty bats. You're going to see 6 lefty bats in that Baltimore lineup. Only Westberg, O'Neill, and Mountcastle are going to be the righty bats. Every single other bat in that lineup is a lefty. So yeah, I'm with you, Trevor. Switch me to the over, Kyle. I'm going to bet it right now.
I'm just taking mine down. I'm not betting this game. I don't like how Baltimore's
away
bullpen.
From my totals in this ballpark too.
That should make you like it even more.
No, you don't want You don't want Kyle's voodoo anywhere.
Dude, I don't know what it is about this. The totals in this
Arizona.
ballpark.
That's right.
Bro,
Yeah. No, don't.
It's so crazy. It is nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like how Baltimore's bullpen is rested either, especially in a game where we just saw Arizona put up some runs early and then not do shit the rest of the game. That was against Baltimore's second unit bullpen, let alone the real guys. Reds on the road in the swirling winds of San Francisco. Verlander looked like absolute dickhole in his last start.
And it was against the friggin' Mariners.
Unnecessary shot at Seattle. So before we went live, Toast made it very clear. He said, I think I'm going to continue to bet this Reds team. Trevor, I tuned into your show for 5 minutes. Someone in the comments said, Reds are an auto fade for me. They've won 3 of their last 4.
I didn't see that comment.
They've won 3 of the last 4, a couple at plus money.
They did send Hunter Green and Lodolo out. Like, there was the 2 best arms. Like, and what they win, they won by a grand total of 3-0 with Lodolo and Green going.
That's not the point. That's not the point of this Reds team, guys. I keep telling you, it's the bullpen and the pitching staff. They don't give up runs. That's all that matters. So again, even the games that they're losing games like 1-0, 2-3, 1-0, 1-0, 2-3, 2-0. This team doesn't give up runs. They can't hit for shit. Yes, 100%. But they can't. They don't give up. This bullpen is just absolutely nails. And Pagan went today. He's their closer. He made quick work of this Giants team today. He'll be available tomorrow as well. Ashcraft went today. Everybody else had the day off.
Ashcraft's going to be available. Stop the presses.
I said Ashcraft went today. Relax. Stop your presses over there in New York City. Okay. Anyway, Reds up. I keep on telling you guys, this team is way better than their 5-6 record says they are. I'm telling you that. And Nick Martinez is somebody that you can trust.
What?
What do you mean, what?
He's looked bad this year.
He looked bad this year. He had one bad start in
3-4
against San Francisco. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So then,
and San Fran's already seen him, and they already put up 4 on him.
So San Francisco should be free then at a really easy price.
No.
Pay -150 to back Justin Verlander and that piss poor.
Whoa. Did I ever say I was going to back?
I'm just saying, Nick Martinez has been really good for like 2.5 years now. So if he just falls off a cliff this year, so be it. But I'll take my chances here as a big plus price with the fully rested bullpen behind him.
Yeah, give me the over 7.5. Fading Verlander and fading Nick Martinez. Let's get
wins.
No swirlies. We got clear day, wind blowing out to the bay at 4.5, and it gradually rises up to 7 miles an hour. So we got a little worry. I'm not sure what the barometric pressure is, but both of these guys can give up runs. And I have no faith in 45-year-old Justin Verlander to bounce back. Cincinnati's offense hasn't looked bad. Yes, it has. Has their bullpen and pitching looked good? Yes. But we got a day game here. We got 2 guys that can give up runs and 2 offenses that do have the ability to put up runs and actually hit the ball and score. So we're getting a day game. I like the over here. Wind's blowing out towards the bay. We're going to see a couple of shots of the old man in the canoe scooping up balls out of the bay tomorrow.
And to answer your question,
it's called McCovey Cove.
Pressure bad, but humidity good, so they cancel each other out. So you're good.
So now we rely on the 60 degrees, sunny, and wind blowing out.
I think the Giants win this game.
I don't know.
I think Verlander bounces back, pitches a decent one. Let's not act like the Reds bats have been a pillar of consistency. Nicky Martz, okay, maybe he pitches all right. We see a pitcher's duel here. But in the late innings, did the Reds use bullpen arms? I'm assuming they did in a 1-0 win.
They used ass crack.
They only used 2. They only used 2.
That's 2 more than the Giants used.
Fully rested and available.
Yeah, I think the Giants win this game. I'm not paying -149, though.
It's the same price as the Cubs, with a much better spot.
Yo, I can't believe this Mariners game is still going on. Pieces of shit.
Hey, shout out the A's, team total, money line, all fucking free. Never a doubt.
Yeah, that was an immediate win. Dodgers -158.
Watch the Astros ground into a double play and not get any of these guys home.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
What's going on with the Dodgers?
Yeah, just bad pitching. I mean, I guess the bats aren't really there. I mean, it's only a matter of time. I don't really think anything of it, to be honest with you. It is what it is. Yeah.
So you go back to it?
Yeah, I've already bet it. So, yeah. London Knack. I don't even really think London Knack's that bad of a pitcher, to be honest with you guys.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that I just heard some people say that he's again. I'm not trying to make a case that he's like some Cy Young candidate or anything like that, but he's a very solid number 3 or number 4 starters on most teams in Major League Baseball. He just happens to play on the Dodgers, and they have everybody on their staff. So I also like the fact that he's going to get a run because of Blake Snell's injury and whatnot. So the fact that this is going to be like his chance. What?
Double play ball.
Was it really? But anyway, I like the fact that he's going to get a chance to get a couple starts here with the Dodgers. So if he pitches well here today, he should get a little bit more run with them. Dodgers have everybody in their bullpen that they'll need. So Jake Irvin's been okay, but again, nothing crazy. This is going to be I just think sooner or later the Dodgers are going to break out. So we'll see what happens. They also saw the Dodgers twice, or the Dodgers also saw Jake Irvin twice last year as well. So again, I just think it's only a matter of time with the Dodgers.
I just saw a replay of that. I can't believe, like, a weird looking double play too.
Dude, he almost committed an error and he scooped it up with his bare hand and whipped it. I'm surprised that ball made it to first.
I tend to agree with I think Knack is pretty good. I don't know what you said. I don't think Toast said he's not. I don't think he's that bad. I thought Knack was pretty cool.
Because all I hear is everybody like, "Oh, London Knack, they're gonna get killed again. Oh my God, he can't do anything." And I just don't agree with
Jake
that.
Irvin is kind of cool though. Trev, what do you think?
At times.
Jake Irvin, I forget what team Jake Irvin dominates, or is it Trevor Williams? One of the two. One of those two, I believe, dominates somebody in the NL East. But otherwise, I think they're kind of ass. But I like the Dodgers.
Jake Irvin. The Mets have had problems with Jake Irvin. What of it?
Okay. So
What of it?
there it is.
The Dodgers are playing.
Yeah, Dodgers team total. Dodgers team total over. This team's got good numbers versus Jake Irvin here. I mean, Max Muncy, 4 of 9, 3 of those are doubles. You got Teoscar Hernandez, a double and a home run, 2 of 7. Nothing amazing. Ohtani, 3 of 6. Mookie Betts, 4 of 9. They've got good numbers versus them. I think they really bounced back out of their slump here. And Jake Irvin, not a huge fan of his, except for when he plays the Mets, because he's always pretty good with the under earned runs prop. So give me the Dodgers team total over, and yeah, that's about it for that one for me. Don't really want to trust Landon Knack or this bullpen, but I also don't trust Nationals to do what they did again tomorrow. So
I actually might bet the Dodgers here. I didn't bet the Dodgers today. I might bet them here.
If Washington wins again, I guess we're gonna have to pay attention to them, because then they're gonna win 2 out of 3 against their. We're gonna have to, because they just won 2 out of 3 against Arizona, and they're gonna sweep the Dodgers. So it's something that you're gonna have to pay attention to. Not to mention they lost against Philly in freaking extra innings the first game of the season, or they could have won 2 out of 3 against Philadelphia as well. So just something to think about.
Then they'll play like 3 shitty series in a row against the Marlins, the Pirates, and the Rockies, and they'll go like 3-6 in those series.
I just wanted to point it out that they've
sucks.
been playing extremely well versus pretty good competition. That's all.
Houston on the road at Seattle. I mean, this game is still on. You want to skip it? We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I don't even know. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll talk about it tomorrow, because we don't know exactly who's going to be available in the bullpens. As long as
I would imagine nobody for either team.
Yeah, I was going to say, judging by what this is, it's not going to be a pretty sight. But I do think that Houston's going to have an advantage with Hunter Brown. He's been very, very good against this Seattle team. In 4 starts against them last year, 22 total innings, only 4 runs. Again, he's been really, really good against this Seattle team. So I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty cheap price on Houston, so especially if Houston loses today, I kind of really like them tomorrow to bounce back, because that would have lost 2 games. Both of these games that they would have lost if they lose tonight, they could have won easily. So I think, I'm probably going to end up betting Houston, as long as they don't have anything crazy bad in the bullpen. I'll probably on.
I mean, they used everybody tonight, but so did Seattle.
That's what I was just wondering, because like Seattle has guys that are back to back. At least Hader's not back to back. King won't be back to back. Yeah, but Hader
threw 2 innings.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, let's skip this game. Do you have anything, Trev?
I got a prop, and I'm going to pay hella juice for Hunter Brown over 17.5 outs. -170. Hunter Brown is a road warrior, and we are seeing what's going on tonight. Everybody's getting used. He goes 6 innings all the freaking time, especially last year on the road. Now we got a day game against the team he dominates. I love Hunter Brownouts tomorrow. I hate that it's 170. I was hoping to get somewhere around like 140-ish, but I don't care. I'm going to play it. I'm going to pay it.
You don't think that's a little pricey?
Nope. He's a dominant road warrior. This is going to be a late game. He's already back at the hotel taking a nap, getting his beauty sleep in to dominate.
I would imagine he's still at the ballpark, Trev.
No, I'm pretty sure they send him home early.
Yo.
Pretty sure they send him home early.
I don't hate this bet. Especially because Houston's going to need to conserve their bullpen. In fact, I bet you Louis F. Castillo throws a few outs.
I have heard though that the windows in Seattle have this weird glare that sometimes can get the visiting bench, and so they do send pitchers home early.
Yeah, have you considered the windows, Trev?
I did dive into the windows. Fun fact: I'm stupid. There are 0 windows in the stadium. I don't know, dude. That was hate
to see it.
A life-changing event last night. Finding that out and Google searching fucking Seattle's arena or stadium and be like, oh my God, for 5 years I thought there'd been fucking windows in the back.
Mariners fly out, don't advance the runner. Oh, he went for it. And he's on third. Mariners have the winning run on third. White Sox on the road in Cleveland. Well, we didn't bet that under, Trevor. We both picked the under. We should have. Or actually,
I did. I bet it.
You bet it? Well, that was sweat-free. Final score was 1-0.
5 hits, a 7.5 total.
Wow. Logan Allen at -160 makes me a little sick, honestly. I would probably look White Sox first 5 plus the half run, something to that respect.
Yeah, me too.
I thought this was Shane Smith pitching.
Did I mess it up?
I got Sean Burke and Logan Allen.
Yeah, it is Sean Burke. Damn it. Well, doesn't really change it. I'm going to play the under. Prove to me you guys can score runs. Prove it. No faith.
They do have Logan Allen and Sean Burke on the mound.
Dude,
Sean Burke's really good.
They had 2 cat turds on the bump today, and there should have been runs if they were going to score, and they didn't score anything. Under, and then we were talking before White Sox first 5 money line. Logan Allen sucks. He can give up a run or two potentially, and Burke's not bad. I was thinking it was Shane Smith, but Burke hasn't been terrible. He's been bad, but he hasn't been terrible. This could be 0-0 after 1. This could be 1-0 White Sox something, but I really like the under 7.5 again in this one. Prove it. We got a cloudy day, 46 degrees, winds blowing in to left field. It looks like it's going to start swirly in a little bit throughout.
What was that? What is it going to start doing?
Swirly
twirlium, he said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is a Rosarina about to strike out, dude?
Dude,
look, you'll never hear me argue with an under in an AL Central game. I just will never do it. So, I mean, I can't say I disagree. Toes, what do you think?
White Sox first 5 on the money line plus 140. I still think that, like I said at the beginning of the year, I'm probably going to bet Sean Burke's first 5 starts to see what we get out of him, because he's been really, really good. He had his worst career start against Minnesota. I get that looks really bad, but in no world should Logan Allen at home versus a bunch of righties, regardless of who those righties are, should be this big of a favorite against anybody, to be honest with you. You're going to have literally one lefty bat in that Chicago lineup, and that's Andrew Benintendi. Kind of sneakily want to play Louis Robert tomorrow in some way, maybe hits, runs, RBIs, or maybe just total bases, because he had a base running error today. Didn't really look great. There's been a lot of bad talk about him. I think that he kind of bounces back in a big way tomorrow. But yeah, that's just kind of where my head's at. And we'll just kind of go from there, I guess.
Did you talk about Andrew Vaughn's numbers too?
Go ahead. No, I didn't. But I just know. The only thing that I will add is that Logan Allen pitched against this really, really bad White Sox team last year at home. 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Just a fantastic performance from Logan Allen.
I mean, I'm really not going to argue with the first 5 money line at plus 140 against Logan Allen. I just don't have the balls to do it.
And who is Cleveland to lay 190 to anybody right now?
Yo, that team cannot score.
Exactly. Toronto
on the road in Boston.
Everybody in the comments that called me an idiot for fading Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, this was sweet. This was a good call. The team total over hit pretty it ended up hitting comfortably after a shaky start.
Well, it was a shaky. I mean, Garrett Crochet is good. My point is that sooner or later he was going to break down. And what happened? He hit his wall. He started walking people and giving up hits. They got pulled, and we cashed. The recipe was there, guys. It was there.
Not to mention that bases loaded first inning too.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about that. That was, I thought, was my death nail. I was like, oh my God, it's happening again. We got there, though. We got there.
With your death nail.
I kind of want to take can I get a weather report here, Trevor?
You absolutely can. Weather blown out to right field, 45 degrees, clear, and 6 to 5.5 miles an hour.
What's the temperature, though?
45. Feels like there's
45? I'm seeing 35s at game time tomorrow.
That's the feel like temperature.
No,
feel like temperature.
I'm not seeing feel like.
Why don't you leave the weather to the professionals, dude?
Yeah, dude, I've watched Pete Petoniak deliver weather up here in Northeast Wisconsin for years. I know how to talk weather.
They're not in Wisconsin, Trevor. They're in.
I know. I'm staring at the screen. I'm staring at Boston and Fenway. 45 degrees, feel like temperature, 37 at first pitch.
So I believe this total at 8 might be a little bit factored in the names of these two starting pitchers, but Tanner Houck has always struggled at Fenway his whole career. He's always been much better on the road. He's gotten rocked religiously in this ballpark. Gausman is not the same guy. He doesn't have the same stuff anymore. 8 is super low for these two lineups. I'm thinking over.
I don't hate that. Actually. Yeah. I want to play Boston. That's what I want to do. I want to kind of. There's no question that Tanner Houck is better on the road. Matter of fact, going back to last year, 6 of his last 7 starts have all been on the road. So getting him at home is going to be a different scenario. I'm not a really big Gausman guy in general, and his last 2 starts in this Boston ballpark have been really, really bad. 9 innings, 12 runs, like really, really bad. And I think that we saw a little bit of Boston kind of like be flat after the Sunday game where they won 2 games and scored 18 runs, and then they kind of fell flat yesterday. And then today, I don't really think they even were playing that bad. I mean, it is what it is. It was a tie game, 0-0 into the 6th inning, but I think that they'll probably get their legs back tomorrow, and I think they get to Gausman, and their bullpen should be good to go. So you can put up Boston for me. I don't know if I actually get there, but probably a pretty good chance I'm on the dirty water tomorrow. Trevor?
Yeah, I'm with you. I kind of like the over, kind of like Toronto a little bit. Boston's bats have kind of gone a little
South?
Cold. Yeah, since that
like
Sunday
cold
game.
Or feels like cold. Like real cold.
Just cold. We're not at feel like cold yet, but they haven't looked incredible these first 2 games of the series. But regardless, I like Jarren Duran bases also tomorrow. He's got great numbers for Gausman. It's going to be sunny. The wind's blowing out. First, Gausman, I just had these numbers. Where is it? Yep. 7 of 19, 5 doubles and a dinger against Gausman. Now we're going to be at home. Wind's blowing out to right field. It's going to be sunny. Gausman hasn't looked great this year. He's just better on the road than he is in Toronto, but he hasn't looked great. I know it's like a 2-game sample size, but regardless, hasn't looked sharp. So I like Duran bases, whatever they're going to be, and then sprinkle a little bit on the dinger.
I don't know about Toronto. I kind of like what Toast said about Boston, but I might bet that.
Duran bases -115.
Damn. What's the homer?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he bats leadoff, bro. I mean, it's.
I know, but it was -105 the other day.
They haven't listed homers yet. Yeah, but he's got really good numbers. Rafael Devers also has like the same numbers, just a few more plate appearances than him. And you can get Rafi Devers for +125 total bases. But usually you're going to pay a premium with guys that hit leadoff. That's just kind of what it is.
Fair point.
Someone said our picks are ass. So how many losing days does it take for someone? 1?
Oh yeah,
Bro, you are not cut out for this.
the longer it's funny because the longer you do this, the longer it's like, good for you, buddy. Yep.
Yeah.
You said it. You
Yeah,
got me.
Well,
I'm on here every
it's
freaking day.
common early in the season too, because people. I mean, the real ones will be around in like 2 months. People start baseball bet. I mean, there's gonna be losing weeks, losing months. If you can't handle a losing day of betting baseball, just stop now. You're not gonna make it. This is a marathon.
Especially a day like today, where I mean, things could have literally went the exact opposite, and nobody would know to say anything. So
I literally won every one of my MLB bets yesterday. Like,
doesn't matter. Not tonight.
Yeah. Angels on the road in Tampa. Pepe Le Pew minus 140 at home. I don't really like Kikuchi, but Tampa ended up putting some runs across there at the end. I don't even have a lean.
I do. I put the Angels up for me. God damn it. This doesn't make sense. Like, how does this price make sense? Okay, Kikuchi hasn't been great, but I will say that he's went 6 innings in both of his starts. Both those starts were on the road, so I don't think him being on the road is too big of a shock to his system. And he's been really, really good against this Tampa Bay lineup. Keep in mind that he played in Toronto last year, so he faced them 3 times. He pitched really well against them last year, and all 3 times except for one where he gave up 3 runs. But besides that, I mean, it was really damn good and striking out a lot of guys. On top of the fact that this iteration of the Rays lineup, who is hitting lefties? I just want to know. Because besides Yandy Diaz and Caminero, there's nobody on this team. It's like a collective 407 OPS versus left-handed pitching. Literally nobody on this team can hit left-handed pitching. So I don't. And then on top of that, is Pepio been good? Yeah, been satisfactory. Against who? Pittsburgh and Colorado. And like I said today or yesterday, while I like the over, this Anaheim offense is one of the best offenses in baseball right now that nobody's talking about. If you take away those first 3 games against the White Sox, they've scored 5, 9, 5, 6, 10, 6, and then today was 4 or whatever it was. And they could have definitely had more. They should have had more. They had a guy on third base with no outs multiple times, multiple innings in a row. So I think that this this Angels lineup is severely undervalued right now. And I don't, like I said, this price makes absolutely no sense to me. Put the Angels up for me.
What do you think of Kikuchi, though?
I think that he's facing a team that can't hit left-handed pitching. That's what I
So
think.
it's nothing to do with Kikuchi. It's all
his last 2 starts. His last 2 starts against this Rays team. 11 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 17 strikeouts. I mean, he's been dominant against them. So I don't. And now you take out Josh Lowe. Who's a lefty killer? I mean, who's doing the damage? Who's doing the damage? That's all. That's all I want to know. I'm done.
I don't hate it. Trev, what do you think about what he said?
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, on paper, Tampa looks all right, but they can't freaking score to save their life. I had their first 5 today thinking Baz would deal, and they couldn't do shit. He gave up 2 runs, so it is what it is. But kind of like the first 5 under. Kikuchi's got good numbers versus team. Pepio I like a lot. And then, like Toe said, like the Rays just don't score. Like, they really struggle to score. I know
Is that going to be
Angels,
3.5?
So I think it was a juiced 4. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a juiced 4, over 4, minus 130.
Oh,
so
over?
I was waiting.
I thought you said under.
I did want under, but I'm saying over 4 is juiced minus 130 right now on the book.
So you can get an under 4.
On FanDuel and DraftKings, you can get under 4.5 minus 130.
Awesome. I can't do that. So I have to.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Sitting at minus 130. I'm gonna let this tick up to 4.5 and then bet that. Scary fading Kikuchi or backing Kikuchi to deal here, but the Rays don't have great numbers versus him. The Rays can't score. I think Pepio's fine. Give up 1 or 2 potentially, and that'll be it. I believe the weather was blowing in. It's going out to right field, 8-9 miles an hour, 74 degrees, but it's a struggle to score. Kikuchi, good numbers. Give me like a 2-1, 3-0 final or something after the first 5.
I like the Angels so much tomorrow. It's not even funny. Like
I'm putting.
Fine. I'll ride with you. I'll ride with you. You are sold on this. I'll ride with you.
I have to double. I don't know. I will say I think the bullpen might be a little bit of an issue. So I think that we're gonna have 2 of the last 3 days for Joyce and Jansen. But yeah, I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know how the Rays are gonna score. That's just Anyway,
that was the other reason I like the first 5 under instead of the game was because of the bullpen. Thanks for reminding me. They used a lot of their arms today, the good arms, not to mention the back-to-backs and shit like that. So first 5 under. I am curious how this Angels bullpen will handle the rest of the season. They got a lot of young guys out there. Long season. So we'll see, but they're pretty damn good right now.
Phased everybody.
2 C's is in the comments, says he likes Soler home run, Trout home run. Trout made a bonehead play in the field today.
That's because he's just learning the position. But yeah, that was bad.
Someone said, why does Kyle put it up if he's not betting it? Because that's the show. We talk about That's what the show
Welcome
is.
To the show.
Because we go through every games and make our picks for the game. That's what the show is.
Dude, why does Trout just not get traded to a contender?
TWD said I was making fun of
his.
TWD said I was making fun of his minus 175. I was not making fun of your minus 175, but I simply told you what the odds were, and you said put it in a parlay, which means you're missing the point. If you're taking a minus 175 bet, the implied probability is just over 64%. So you need to hit over 64% just to break even at that price. So if you take a bet that's going to hit less than 64% for minus 175, doesn't matter if you throw it in a parlay or not. You're going to lose money long term.
Well, if you do throw it in a parlay, you can take those numbers he just said and make them even worse because you're adding another leg to that no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, a negative EV bet is a negative EV bet in or out of a parlay. That's all it's doing is telling you the odds of it.
And I can promise you, a parlay doesn't make it better EV in any situation.
No, in most cases, it could make it even worse.
Maybe you might be able to find one.
It would have to be like a correlated parlay for it to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to really.
There are some sharp people out there that utilizes those correlated parlays. Like I saw one time, it was like Justin Fields 300 plus passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns in the same game and parlayed them together, which is like crazy odds. But every time he's thrown 4 touchdowns, he's also thrown for 300 yards. So the correlation was off. And it actually hit. That's probably the only reason I saw it was on the hit. But it was smart to parlay them together because they're so correlated that they shouldn't have increased the odds. Anyway, we're sidetracked. Phillies on the road in Atlanta. Grant Holmes making a home start. Toast, are the Braves bats back?
I think so. I thought it was Schwelly, but I must have looked at it the wrong day.
Unless he's opening.
Huh?
Unless he's opening or something. But
no, he wouldn't open.
I see Grant Holmes also.
I don't see why you wouldn't back the Braves here, to be dead honest.
Because they're trash? One game we're just going to forget?
No, it's not that. It's just I think that they're favorites again for a reason, and I don't trust Taijuan Walker to save my life. So, Grant Holmes has been like somewhat serviceable, and yeah, I don't know. I just can't trust Taijuan Walker. So I guess maybe put an over up for me. I haven't looked at this game in depth really because I got the pitchers wrong. I don't know what the hell I was looking at, but I don't really hate Grant Holmes that much. But at the same time, I just can't back Taijuan Walker in any way. So especially coming off an absolute gem. So Braves are
I disagree. I think the Phillies are the play here. I think one game is shaking what we know about these two teams so far this year. The Braves lineup has been one of the worst in MLB. The worst in Major League Baseball against right-handed pitching. Yeah, Taijuan Walker is trash, but Grant Holmes isn't anything good either. We're forgetting about the serious lineup discrepancy here between the Phillies and the Braves. This is a serious lineup discrepancy. Let me look at the bullpen situation for the Braves. They used Iglesias. They used Hernandez. Come on, this is a Phillies
Iglesias, whatever. He gives up runs.
He's one of the best closers in the NL.
None of those guys have worked in
so
the league.
far.
They're fine.
They just saw him though.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
This is a
Who
Phillies
went for
play.
Philadelphia? Who went for Philadelphia since you have it open?
What?
Who went for Philly? Do you have it open still?
Strom, Kerkering, Banks.
Strom. So no Strom.
Strom's fine. He's good. Strom can pitch.
And he went today.
If you're saying that Atlanta,
No, but the Phillies just saw him. The Phillies already saw those guys.
I'm just saying that those two guys that you just mentioned would be two of the last 3 days. So
yeah, but the Phillies get to see them again. I'm not saying they're not going to be available. The Phillies get to see them again.
And the Braves are going to be okay.
But the Braves are trash.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that there's probably a reason that they're favorites. I didn't bet this game.
Trevor, tell him.
I'm just saying that I'm not betting Taijuan Walker. If you want to bet the Phillies team total then.
No, they're going to win. I don't need to. It's a fade of the Braves bats. I'm sooner to bet the Braves team total under 4.5 than I am to bet the Phillies team total. Right, Trev?
Get out of here.
Yeah, no. Braves up for me. I'm with Toast.
Are we just going to ignore the entire season up to this point? 16 hours ago, you guys are like, this is the worst lineup in baseball.
And I also said on the show earlier today as well that they're getting pieces back. One of those pieces being Sean Murphy. He hit a 3-run jack tonight. So again, they're getting healthier. They're getting better. I don't think that the Atlanta Braves are going to continue to be the worst offense in Major League Baseball. I just don't think that's going to happen. So sooner or later, it's going to wake up. Getting some runs off of Grant Holmes, off of Zach Wheeler, and off that Phillies bullpen, I think that helps a lot with confidence. Again, I don't know if I actually bet this or not, but I'm not backing Taijuan Walker. I'm sorry.
Nope. Yeah, neither am I. Braves, I think getting Sean Murphy back was a shot in the arm. Like, that entire lineup, like, up and down, looked really damn good. And Ozuna had a homer robbed on top of that in the first inning or second inning, whatever the hell it was. And shout out Wheeler for hooking Mike Hayes.
Actually looked good in his first start. Granted, it was against the Rockies.
Yeah, it was the Rockies.
Yeah.
All right, well, Grant Holmes has gotten his shit slapped.
By the Dodgers. One time. Look at the 7 starts prior to that.
You think Grant Holmes is good?
I don't know yet. I'm not there. No.
I think his hair's sweet.
I don't think he's good. No.
I'm betting the Phillies.
Bet it. I like Braves and I like the over. Sean Murphy's back. The whole lineup is damn good.
Oh my God,
Walker,
Sean Murphy.
Let me know how it goes.
Sean Murphy's back.
I want to bet the Phillies too because I feel like such a cuck trying to go to bat for the Braves right now. Like, you don't understand.
Bro, you were humming an entirely different tune 16 hours ago. Like,
no, I'm pretty sure we like the Braves. We just didn't have the stones to do it because
I was bet the Phillies, and he was talking about how the Braves like.
I didn't bet the Phillies. I'm just saying that was the only way I was going to bet them, and I'm glad that I ended up not betting them. But again, I still do believe that the Atlanta offense isn't going to be as bad as what they have shown. So
they were 0-7 and still minus 220 to make the playoffs.
And
so they'll be just fine.
What is today? What they didn't play? What they play? They didn't play Sunday. So today's what? Monday.
Today's Monday. No, today's now Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, early morning. We just saw Tuesday.
Do they not have a fucking game Sunday or Monday?
They got the postponed against the Marlins.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, So 3 of the last 4 games that the Braves have played, they've scored 5 runs or more. So maybe, just maybe, that offense is starting to score some runs. Maybe.
Team sucks.
Just maybe.
Braves up. Let's go.
I hate them so much.
Sounds like you like them.
Dude, I hate that fucking team.
No, speaking of team, like, it takes a special kind of look. It's Major League Baseball. Teams are going to lose a lot of baseball games, but it takes a certain level of piss to lose a game like that. The Royals did legitimately nothing. They had 0 earned runs. 0. They had 3 hits. They didn't score a single earned run. They both their runs the Royals scored, including the game-winning run at the end, were on errors. Well, actually, the runner got to third on an error. Then he scored on a ground ball. Wasn't even a hit. The Royals did legitimately nothing in this game, and the Twins still found a way to lose it, despite having a runner on third with no outs. Still couldn't get him home. I mean, the Twins played the quality of baseball so much better than the Royals did tonight and still lost. My level of disdain for this team, it can't be put into words, honestly. I can't believe I lost this one. This is like such a sniper play, a plus 110 that closes at minus 101. It was the right side the entire game. The offense looked better. I mean, even Pablo Lopez was pitching well. I knew that Cole Reagans was going to be a problem for the Twins. Didn't matter. The Royals had no bullpen. Everything worked out as planned, except for the Twins just found a way to lose. God, this team sucks, man.
Dude.
Yeah, I think we just blind fade Minnesota until they show any sign of life.
Yeah.
And that was the spot yesterday. No bullpen for Kansas City.
I don't even want to talk about this game because I fucking leave Minnesota. So don't put it up for me.
I kind of want to bet the Twins too.
No,
dude. Okay. Yo, no, this is so fucked up. First of all, Joe Ryan has his last 2 starts on the road have been pretty damn good. Not to mention the fact that his whole career, he's dominated the Royals. Every start that he's made, 7 innings, 0 runs, 6 innings, 1 run, 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 1/3, 1 run, 7 innings, 1 run. Some of those are at home, some of those on the road. It doesn't really matter. He's been dominating against this lineup. And I think that the Seth Lugo regression is going to continue to hit. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I want to bet the Twins. Also, it is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's a getaway day for the Twins, so you have to make sure that Buxton and Correa are in the lineup in a situation like this because you really can't play the Twins without them as well. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I'm done.
It's not a getaway
Royals
day.
in the under. Royals in the under.
They play a 4th game on Thursday.
Then that makes me like the Twins even more.
The Royals are the play. I mean, the Twins are the play, and it sucks.
No, Freudian slip. You said it right. Royals are the play.
Freudian slip.
Dude, Joe Ryan could go 9 innings shutout baseball. They're going to lose in extras.
I'm not putting the Twins out because I don't know.
We refuse to put their fucking logo on the screen more than once.
No, like if you after a game like that, if you put the Twins back up after a game like that, you're flirting with the idea of like having something wrong with you. So I'm not going to do that. Just know that like I think the Twins are the play.
Just bet the under. Joe Ryan dominates his team.
I'll
Twins
put the
can't
under
score.
No, because
You know what? Fine. I'll bet the under instead of the Royals.
Because you think the Twins are going to win.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I put the
Twins
under
have-
up. Let's just skip it because I'm too tempted to bet the Twins.
Dude, I knew as soon as we got to that
sick,
game,
man.
I was going to be pissed off.
Brew Crew. Against the
What?
GOAT.
Oh,
Goats and Tella.
I knew you were going to be happy.
Brewers are going to try to hit off the Tella.
Yo, on top of the fact that, Sanzatella, you guys want to talk shit, but going back to last year, he's had 1 bad start against the Dodgers. Other than that, dude's untouchable. I don't want to care what his
telling
XFIP
you
is.
guys.
I don't care what his whip is. You don't have to tell me. I've been with you. You don't have to tell me. I've been there with you.
I've been trying to tell you guys since last year, the Tella is a problem. He's a crafty guy, man. He knows how to pitch with bases, guys on base. Fear the Tella. Trevor, as a Brewers fan from Wisconsin, what are your thoughts on the Tella?
I think the fact he's pitched 2 games away from Coors Field, giving up 19 hits and 0 earned runs, I consider that pretty fucking lucky. Over 10.5 for me.
He doesn't. He
knows how to pitch with guys on base.
Don't understand. Yeah, he doesn't worry when guys get on base. If there's bases loaded, he doesn't worry about that. He knows that he has a ground ball in his arsenal ready to go. There's just no panic there. You just haven't seen that.
It's a skill set being able to pitch with guys on base. Is Mahomes good in the final 2 minutes of games because he's lucky? No, it's a skill set. Just like the Tella knows how to get out of a jam. He lives in jams. He was molded by jams. Mm-hmm. I think the Tella's going to deal.
Favorite, but
over 10.5 for me. Rockies are feisty. I'm not a big fan of Tyler Alexander. And go to Tella 19 hits and 0 earned runs. Do it again. At home this time, not on the road.
He loves Coors Field, bro. He lives there.
I don't care. He's gotten so incredibly lucky this year. No,
he's had 7 kids in that ballpark. I'm just saying.
Over 10.5. We just got a 9.5 today, and now we're getting a 10.5 with a guy who doesn't give up any runs whatsoever.
Exactly.
Sure. Nope, sure. Weather report incoming. Oh, yeah, wind is blowing in. That's right. 14 miles an hour, wind in, 69 degrees clear.
Wow. Give Tella some wind blowing in.
Wind's
like-
blowing in, and we got a 10.5.
It's like giving a UFC fighter a sword.
and and I mean, yeah, whatever. The humidity's gonna be pretty bad too, so that's gonna be even worse for Kerry. Lots of
I know
not
Toast took a loss on the Rockies last night or earlier tonight. This is dude. I kind of want to bet the Tella, bro.
I'm betting Rockies first 5.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
How about this? A Brewers team total under 5.5.
I don't want to deal with the Rockies bullpen. That's just where
The
I'm
Tella's a leader, though.
I know. That's why I want to focus on the first 5 and the Rockies at home versus a lefty that pitched kind of lights out his last start at home, but not a guy that I really trust. Not to mention the fact that he hasn't pitched well against this Rockies team either 2 times he's faced them. And the Rockies are significantly better versus left-handed pitching. I guess it is for whatever it is. It's the Rockies. So the word significantly might not hold as much weight, but they are much better versus left-handed pitching as well. So
What's the price?
It is Rockies on the first 5 ML 120 because Gotella is respected by the books.
He is, as he should be.
Correct.
39% hard hit this year, sub 7% strikeout. Yeah, prove it to me that you can do this against a good team that can actually hit and score runs, and against a Rockies team that can actually score runs too, against a guy who's due to get messed up, and I'm not a huge fan of. So over 10.5, winds blowing in 14 miles an hour, probably free for the under.
You should add this to your model. He also has 98% ice in his veins. So
Hold on, let me factor that in. Still sucks.
Yeah, I think the Rockies are going to win this game. Tyler Alexander sucks, and remember, the Rockies were the 4th most profitable road home team in baseball last year. The Rockies win these games. Whoa! Oh,
I will say, this being the last game of the day, and everybody's going to bet it. Colorado money line is probably the spot too. Let's go 5-7. Rockies win.
Nice. So you agree with my Brewers team total under?
I don't hate it, but they're going to score runs.
Yeah, I mean, they're in Coors Field. I'm not expecting Sensatella to go 8 shutout, although it is in his repertoire.
Sounds like you guys do expect it.
All right, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live with Toast. Do you want to wake up for that? I was just going to do me and Lageza, but you're welcome to join if you want.
hell yeah! I'm not gonna not join with John on the show. Are you kidding me?
John will be here, so that'll be 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you want to join, we got Lageza coming on. We'll go through it. The league will be up. I'll pull up the league standings so you guys can see what's going on in the league. I forgot to pull it up yesterday. Obviously, these standings are about to get updated, but here's where we were as of last night. Again, these will be updated in about 30 minutes, but in the Skip Bayless division, Shipley and Il Subliminal jumped out to an early lead. Still a long way to go. Brew Crew. Wow, Brew Crew's back for baseball. He wasn't here during basketball, so Brew Crew's back. He won a championship last summer. B. Grebs.
That's me.
Oh, were you Brew Crew last summer?
No.
Oh, dude, you stole somebody's name. You stole somebody's name.
They stole my name. Hello.
I know.
Your culture is not your.
Someone used to compete in the league last year as Brew Crew last summer.
Oh.
Tinker, freaking flyer, first place. Jordan in second in the Tar and Feather division. You're in Eastern Spit, Trev.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm in sixth place in the Creepy Uncle division. Jess is currently in first, followed by Cheeks and G Money. European Fish, a lot of strong candidates here. J. Steve, Cheeseburger Eddie, and the Poor has Cashman, Nightshade, and Bob Rules. So, yeah, obviously first day, a lot of battles going on. See you all in the morning. Betting League will be up. Give me about 20 minutes. Have a good night, guys.